This is E-Man Booze. Life can be truly funny, especially when it comes to expectations. Sometimes you have really high expectations, and when your expectations are not met, you come up disappointed. Other times, when your expectations are exceeded, you wanted something really special. Such is the case with this here fine California Agricole style rum from St. George Spirits. We're going to tell you all about what makes it so special, and I will say this. This rum single-handedly turned my total awareness of what rum can be around 360. And in fact, when I first sipped this thing, my head almost turned around 360 like that little girl in The Exorcist. I ain't lying. So we're going to tell you what makes this rum so unique. Now, a little bit about the distillery. St. George Spirits is a pioneer in the world of artisan-made spirits. They might be the first craft distillery. They started in 1982. A fellow by the name of Jörg Roof started the distillery making eau de vies, or fruit brandies. Later on, as the years went by, they got into all kind of other things like vodka, gins, like these fine ones over here. They make bourbon whiskey, single malt whiskey. They also were the first distillery to distill absinthe since the 1912 ban was lifted on producing the spirit in 2007. So they at the top of the game. They're doing all kind of unique, innovative things, and the spirits win all kind of awards. Consistently, they're probably in the top 5 greatest artisan distilleries in the country today. Now, a little bit about this here rum. It is an agricole style rum, which means it's made from fresh sugar cane juice, pressed fresh right out of the sugar cane stalks themselves, whereas most other rum is made from molasses. You find agricole rums in certain French-speaking countries and islands, such as Martinique, Guadeloupe, Heady, a few other locations, but it's kind of on the rare side. So when I saw that there was a California Agricole rum, I was like speechless. In fact, I never even knew that they grew sugar cane, to be honest with you, in California, but they do. There's this valley called the Imperial Valley in Southern California, a little south of the Salton Sea and a little north of Mexicali in Mexico. And in that area, they grow all kind of sugar cane. So that was a new one on me. But in any event, an agricole style rum, as we said before, is made from the fresh pressed cane juice. So the way the spirit is made here, after the sugar cane stalks are harvested, they're sent up from the town where they're grown. What's the name of this town again? Watley or something? Wakely, Watley? Where's it out here? Brawley. I'm sorry, Brawley, California. We love you still. So they sent from Brawley all the way up to Alameda, which is just outside of Oakland. And then the folks at St. George Spirits, Lance Winter, the master distiller, and his crew, they throw these here stalks through a sugar cane mill, or it's more like a press, and it presses all the juice out. And then they collect this here juice, and there's some natural yeast on the sugar cane stalks that gets into the cane juice, but they also use another yeast to get everything fermented. And after fermentation, they end up with a rum wash that then they throw into their 500-liter copper pot still and let it roll until the spirit is produced. Now, I'm going to open up this here bottle, okay? It's like a genie inside this bottle. When you open it up, you know what comes out of it. Let's get her open. And let's pour some in the glass. Woo! Smell it already. So look, because sugar cane is a grass, and a lot of people don't even know it's a grass, but because it's a grass, depending how you distill it, you can get all sorts of flavors out of it. But the mainstream sugar cane or rum producers, they use a big continuous column still. And they're just like, they ain't taking the time because the equipment's doing everything for them. They ain't doing it the artisan way. And what results is kind of like a fairly neutral tasting spirit. A spirit devoid of a lot of characteristic. Not this here rum. This here rum will knock your socks off because it's got so many flavors and aromas in it that you never thought were in rum. It would just, like I said, make your head spin around. Alright, let me nose it up. Let me tell you what I'm smelling here. I already smell it without even getting my nose nowhere near the glass. That's how potent it is. Whoo! This, it's crazy. It's funny how crazy it is, but it really is. It's funky. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's funky in a good way. This thing here, first time I smelled it, I said, truffles. And I ain't talking the chocolate truffles neither. I'm talking about the truffles that grow underneath the ground or off the roots of oak trees that you need pigs to find. You know them real expensive things that cost like $2,000 a pound, kind of like, taste a little bit like mushrooms and garlic and something like that. You know what I'm talking about, right? Smell just like that. Also smell like black olives. And it's got a really serious vegetal quality. I pick up a spearmint note, like a menthol type of note in here. Who the hell would have ever thought cane makes aromas and flavors like this? It is so funky. You're almost inclined to say, do I really want to drink this? Now me, cooking for so many years and having experience with truffles, I'm like, hell yeah. Don't let the shock and all, the aroma, detract you from trying the spirit. Let's get some up on the palate. Whew. There's a natural sweetness, but it's really kind of on the dry side here. It's almost like hardly any sweetness, but it displays so many of those flavors that I just described that I smelled. You do taste the truffles. You do taste black olives. You do taste grassy-like tones. You do taste some spearmint in the background. Whew. I can only imagine what you can do with this stuff in cocktails. I can only imagine. It's almost got like, it's almost kind of like remind me a little bit of like mezcal or sotal, but not with all the you know, the smokiness in it. It reminds me a little bit of like that, but with all that vegetal characteristics that we just talked about. I love it. It's very lightly sweet, but I just love it. Yeah, man, it's funky. It's funky, but it's so freaking good. It's like when you first drink it the first couple times, you'd be like, you know, this ain't rum. It is rum. This might be the truest expression of sugarcane ever put into a bottle. And that's what makes it so, so mesmerizing. One more here. You can get something like a little bit of anise going on or fennel in the background there. I know they ain't using no charred barrels or anything. Heck, this stuff ain't even put in the barrel. But they do. They do indeed make a barrel-aged version that's aged for 4 years in French Limousin oak. I can't wait to get my hands on that. That's limited availability. This one's a lot easier to find. The aged spirit, you got to hunt it down. One last sip or so in here. I'm having so much fun with this thing here. If you're adventurous, if you like something truly unique, something truly defining, something truly spellbound, something that'll just totally turn your world upside down, something that'll totally make you rethink how great artists and spirits could be, get this here bottle of St. George, California Agricole Rum. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Now, how do you find these guys on the internet? The website is stgeorgespirits.com. Let me see if I left anything else. Oh, okay, so 86 proof, 43% alcohol by volume. All right, I think we got everything on the list here. We're all good. I'm even better now that I had some of this in me. And again, check these guys out because they for real. St. George Spirits. I'm E-Man Booze. Check me out on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Pretty soon I'm going to be announcing a new website that is going to feature artisan-made spirits and a couple other cool things. And that's coming in the days to come. All right, y'all. Have a good evening. Bye, you all.